Hi guys, today I'm back with a book recommendation. Now I'm sure you are all looking for a nice good book series to keep you going while we're stuck at home in this time of need because of the corona. Well, look no further. I have a 13 book series, that's so far. I think the author is probably going to write more. But this series currently has 13 books in it, and it's called Skulduggery Pleasant. It is by Derek Landy, and these books are fiction and a little horror, I'll say. But before we get started, I'll just note this here. These books are kind of violent, and yeah, they do have lots of violent stuff in them. And the covers can look a little creepy too. But don't let any of that throw you off. These books are awesome. It threw me off at first too, when my friend back in 4th grade introduced me to them. Eventually, I got the gut up to try them, and they're really good. And I got hooked into them, and I recommended them to friends. And one of them tried the first book, and he said it was really good. So let's get started. The first book is Skulduggery Pleasant. I will read the blurb. He's 12, he's dead, but together they're going to save the world. Hopefully. The iconic first book in the best-selling Skulduggery Pleasant series, Stephanie's Uncle Gordon is a writer of horror fiction. But when he dies and leaves her estate, Stephanie learns while he may have written horror, it certainly wasn't fiction. Pursued by evil forces, Stephanie finds help from an unusual source, the wisecracking skeleton of a dead sorcerer. Yeah, at the time of the funeral, Stephanie does not know that her uncle was murdered or that magic exists, but after the funeral, she starts hanging out with Skulduggery Pleasant, who she does not know is a skeleton yet either. Eventually, she learns that he's a skeleton. She sticks around anyway and gets really involved in the world of magic, and she eventually does learn a little bit of magic and takes on the new name Valkyrie. You'll understand the new name if you read the books. Book number 2 is Playing with Fire. This book's about some after effects of the war that was happening a long time ago, like people who seem to be escaping and whatnot, and just other problems are appearing up because of stuff that they did. And then book number 3 would be The Faceless Ones. It's a little creepy. Now this book is about Skulduggery gets captured by people. You're probably going to guess it was the Faceless Ones, but he gets captured by them, and that's sort of towards the end, but the Faceless Ones are just really involved in this book, and yeah. And number 4 is Dark Days, where they have to try to get Skulduggery back. And yeah, so those are the first 4 books. And then we have number 5, which is Mortal Coil. Now, this one is where it really starts to get interesting and they start to connect up, because at the end of the last book, Valkyrie discovered a dark secret about herself, and that's going to really affect later on books. Like, the secret, the simplest way to put it is she has some kind of evil spirit in her. But yeah, she's struggling to keep that secret in her while they're dealing with her problem in this book about body snatching people. And then there's this one, which is sort of connected to the secret more, because like Deathbringer, it's just, this one's good, but there's they're trying to deal with an evil person that another group of max people are dealing with. Here, by now Skulduggery knows her dark secret. This one is more about people who are dealing, mortals who ended up with magic, but it's by this time people are starting to get worried about, other people are seeing visions of the future, of Valkyrie's dark secret, but nobody knows that thing actually lives in Valkyrie and sort of is Valkyrie. But yeah, and this book is where it really gets interesting. The secret comes into play here, where it's like a full-on war, and in the end, Valkyrie sort of falls to her secret. Like, it gets really violent over here, I guess, but they're really starting to deal with the queen, the evil spirit there. In this one, Valkyrie is, for the first half of the book at least, Valkyrie is under control from the dark spirit thing. They have to try to save her. They do in the end. She doesn't die, but this is one of my favorite ones out of the series. And that sort of ends like the first Skulduggery Pleasant series. Like they're all Skulduggery Pleasant, and it's like one big series, but it's sort of made up of smaller series in a way. And then we have these three, which are Resurrection, Midnight, and Bedlam. And in these ones, like, that series is more about, like, I'll put it this way and start off. Valkyrie sort of messed up her younger sister back in book 9, Dying of the Light. Now these books are set 5 years ahead of book 9. Like there's like a 5-year gap in between book 9 and 10 where Valkyrie sort of goes away because she feels guilty about what happened. But so they're all a bit about fixing her sister, and they sort of do in book 12, but as figured out in book 13, it didn't. Sorry about that. As figured out in book 13, like this is like sort of a. I can't tell. I don't know if this is like the start of a new series out of Skulduggery Pleasant, but it involves still a bit of Valkyrie's sister, so I think it might still be a part of that. But this one sort of is like a standalone in a way. It had its own plot in a way. It's obviously it's connected to the other ones because it's part of the series and it has parts about the sister. But yeah, so these books are awesome. I have read many of them multiple times. Number 13 I recently read. I didn't even know there was going to be number 13. That was a new one. I believe the author, Derek Landy, will be. I looked it up, and I think there's going to be at least a 14 and a 15 coming out next April. Number 14, I believe, is out next April. I don't know about 15, but I don't think they're going to end it because they have to do something about Valkyrie's sister. Like, they're not just going to leave her brain damage, I guess, for ever. Yeah, these books are really good. I believe they should keep you occupied and reading them for a long time right now, especially since they're kind of long. They're about 400, 500 pages. Some of them maybe a little more, but they are good books. I hope you enjoy them. So I hope you are inspired to read these books, and thanks for watching. Come back soon and subscribe to this channel. I'll keep up your favorite shows here. Bye.